Well, here it is. Ask for them immediately before your favorite color is gone. It is the SuperStretch Skinny, and here's the other part of the key to it all, the mesh shaping panel in the front. We've got these jeans for you at 3 monthly payments of $16.65. Now, I have to say, for under $50 to have your new favorite jeans on flex payment with buy more and save, it is a huge development. And if you've never worn SuperStretch before, please try it. You owe yourself.
We had so many phone calls last night from women that said, Diane, last time I bought a jean from you was 2 years ago. I love it. And I said, if you love that, you are going to go berserk over SuperStretch. SuperStretch is a revolution in itself. The technology behind it is amazing. But when you put in a mesh tummy control panel that is 15% spandex, it gives mild control, it gives support, it gives confidence, it gives contour. 85% nylon. It is shaping. It is not like wearing one of those suck you when you're a sausage undergarments, but it constantly reminds you to stand truer and taller. It goes 5.5 to 6 inches down from the bottom of the waistband. Absolutely zero muffin spill, which is honestly why I'm wearing a very form-fitted top of ours, our quad blend turtleneck, because I want you to see where I have a huge problem. My entire figure problem is from here to here. And all through here, I could be walking around wearing a spare tire and be the Michelin girl, and it wouldn't be unnatural. Look at the sleekness here. And we're going to show you the graphics on this.
Yeah, we're going to show
you what makes the difference, because we've got before and afters of a competitive jean. But if you are used to wearing some form of undergarment and you feel that that is what you must do with a jean or any form-fitted bottom, forget about it now. We're not talking about sucking you in so you can't breathe. We're not talking about taking away that 5 to 10 inches of stretch in the waistband. We're talking about, honestly, having the most comfortable, the most amazingly sleek fit. So if you have a problem with your waist and your tummy, which I do, it's gone. If you have a problem high hip or low hip, you're sleeked in. But we did more than that. We actually brought, this is about 1.5 inches smaller than the actual garment. And look what we did. And this is only done on contemporary jeans. It's called seam forward, which means you don't have the bulk on your hips or your thighs of a side seam. It's coming 3/4 of an inch forward. Therefore, you just took the bulk away. But here's what's more brilliant, and I cannot take credit for this. I have to give the credit to HSN. There is no way that this should ever be the today's special price
at under
of a regular SuperStretch jean. SuperStretch is our superhero fabric. You love it. There are 3,500 plus reviews, perfect 5-star reviews from women saying, you hit it out of the ballpark, Diane. This is the most amazing fit and feel I've ever had in a bottom. You love the fabric. Now with this silky, gorgeous mesh panel, you're going to love it even more. And may I say thank you, HSN, because this is their gift and ours to you. You are not paying one dime extra for an element that obviously was extremely expensive.
Right, exactly. Go down a size. That's our best advice to you, too.
Always.
Always in SuperStretch. And the thing is, if you've not gone into SuperStretch yet, you need to try this to find out why I've picked it as my host pick ever since it was invented, why Diane and I both know from wearing them ourselves and from hearing from you how it's so soft but supportive at the same time. That's one of the reasons why I love not just SuperStretch, but these jeans, because it has that secret panel in the front. And you know, when you want to look good, you can always turn to Diane. The value on this is phenomenal at $49.95.
It is like putting such an element in that is so expensive, because actually spandex is the most expensive man-made fiber on earth for apparel. We put not 1%, not 2%, 15% spandex into that mesh tummy control.
Right here.
The closest comparative is a jean without SuperStretch, without the element of that foundational incredible fabric. It's $110. And these control garments go up to $189. We're going to show you before and afters on the television screen that are going to show you exactly what this does. It's kind of sad to see the other brand on the left. We're with the model who I believe is a size 12 or 14. Look at that pathetic muffin spill. Actually, the waist and the hips are so tight on this woman, it's like having a guy with a little bit of a beer belly. It has to go up and underneath. It can't even accommodate your stomach. Then look at the SuperStretch on the right, and you can see a higher rise. Look at how there's no muffin spill, but also look at how sleek she looks through the hip area to the side. Yeah, can you see
a great shot.
How beautiful that profile is, which is another huge problem for me, the profile of my jean. And here again, it's about the front rise being the right height, exactly under your true natural waist, and to the back, it's at the top of your natural waist. And then look at that lift.
Not to mention, she's got to be more comfortable in the after. So when you're getting these today, know that they're going to be so comfortable. They're going to be so supportive in such a beautiful way. And obviously, look, if you're in the other room and you can hear my voice, you need to come in and look at your television screen right now.
Because it's painful to look at this woman, and it is the same size. We don't do this on a size 4 or 2. We do it on a 12 or a 14.
Real life.
We get totally comparative, but usually when we're comparative, we actually will go for a jean that's almost double the price. And then look at the difference in the stretch of SuperStretch. So you get the comfort of SuperStretch. You get the mild control of the power mesh. You get up to 10 inches plus stretch in the waist. It's all still there. You get
everything you love.
15 inches plus stretch in the hip area, but you've got this silky, smooth, fantastic interior. And this means you don't have to be spending another $50 for an undergarment. You don't have to be saying to yourself, gosh, I hope that thing stops rolling on me. I feel like a stuffed sausage. You've got an interior that is so lovely and forgiving. Mild control, softness that is unparalleled, and it's our gift to you. HSN's and mine. There's it should have been between $54.90 and $59.90 for this TS, because honestly, this control panel is expensive to do. Not only do we put in the mesh, we also, and I'll show you how beautifully this is accomplished on the ivory. We'll get up close. You've got 3 stitches going across, cover stitches. Those stitches help in a very mild way to hold you in, and you've still got all that stretch from that mesh. Can I tell you what? There is no reason, once you buy this jean, to ever go back to any other jean again. Not only is this so silky, but oh my gosh.
SuperStretch is a revelation.
Is amazing.
It is. We have requests about these colors. We have your indigo, we have your black, we have your chambray.
Also beige. The ivory is the most gorgeous shade of ivory. And the thing that makes it possible to do an ivory in a jean like this is that SuperStretch is so lofty and spongy that you can't see anything through it. When you're wearing this, no special undergarments, that mesh doesn't show through. So for all of you who love looking like a snow bunny, excellent way to go. The beige is absolutely gorgeous. The khaki beige is so beautiful and really geared to classic trench coat beige.
And then here's our gray.
Right, we do the indigo with no contrast top stitch because truly this can be like a dress pant. But if you're somebody who likes to wear a fitted sweater, if you're somebody who says, honestly, don't look at me, I would never front tuck, we've got a model, size 16, up on stage because we love to represent
Miss Callie,
the real woman, Callie, who said, Diane, in my entire career of being a model, I would have never in a million years said to myself, I'm going to stand on stage in front of 60 million women and tuck in a jean. And she bought the jean at 2 a.m. And, you know, let me tell you what, Callie, 60% of all American women are a size 14 and over. And here you've got yourself.
Oh, I love you doing that.
In a jean that is so flattering, gives you such a lean profile, gives you such a boost to the back.
Don't her curves look fantastic?
You know, the point is they look sleeked out.
Right.
They looked smoothed out. SuperStretch will do that for you, but more than that, adding that little bit of mild control with the mesh tummy panel is even more amazing. And to do that and give you no extra cost, it's almost like our gift to you for a new you in a new year in January. And I was just saying that somehow I managed to sort of slip through December and November and not eat too much. But when it gets to January where there's snowstorms, you're locked in the house for 2 days, what is there to do? Only two things. Eat and shop.
Absolutely.
That's about it. So I opted for eating, and I'll tell you what, I've gained a good, I would say 5 to 7 pounds, and I have.
You look fantastic.
I'm arguing with everybody in my green room because they said, no, you did not. You lost the weight. Well, I walked in the jeans this morning.
Really?
Yeah, you look the slimmest I've ever seen, and it's all about both of us. It's that danger zone.
That panel.
So you can see there is, I'm usually a size 4 in our classic denim. I proudly can say in January, I'm in a size 2 and I have no muffin spill. My profile is as flat as my body can be. And when you get that little bit of mild, gentle control, you get a huge lift to the derriere.
And I'm so glad you just said that. Have you ever I'll say this about myself. I've put on slimming garments before, put on an outfit
or jeans. We're on TV, so we do that all the time.
All the time. And the thing is that it's usually extremely uncomfortable, but also I smushed down one of my best features, which is back here. And I really just want to deal with this issue. So if you would like to have that targeted area instead of like, why would I want to smush that?
But we're not talking about getting into something that's pushing you in like a sausage.
It's a beautiful, gentle support.
We're talking about something that's giving you a little bit of support. I can tell you that I'm aware there's something going on here, and I'm aware because I carry all my weight to the front. I'm like a hard-boiled egg cut in half. It's all to the front.
You would never know.
And yet, it's never binding on me.
Oh, not at all.
It reminds me to stand a little taller and truer. Honestly, if we could afford to at this point, I would put it into every single jean we show on air because it's like a great added feature.
And it was already fantastic, Diane.
And SuperStretch, you know what? 3,500 women raving about a fabric saying, you hit it out of the ballpark. Most amazing fabric I've ever had on my skin. Most incredible feel. Those women are never solicited to write these reviews, and I thank you so much because you're taking the time out of your precious day to make a remark about something, which I will do with a store or a hotel or a restaurant if I feel great about it. This is amazing. To marry the most expensive, the most technologically involved,
oh, and so beautiful,
the best fabric we've ever worked in, and then put in that mesh tummy control. And we'll show you the graphics again in a minute, because honestly, to me, it has such a compelling story. Now, you're shaving off about an inch, inch and a half to the front. I'm not telling you you're going to be 10 inches thinner through the hip and the upper and lower hip and tummy. But when you do hold in the front, it gives the illusion of a lifted derriere. And we wanted to make that inside mesh, Siobhan, as soft and luxurious as the SuperStretch
you did it
itself.
You did it.
You know, it's, you know, when you first fit these out, and every time I think that I wear denim, I always say to myself, I'm holding my breath, and I'm saying, oh my God, I had so much to eat last night. What a destruction. I become a carbomaniac in cold weather. Everything is carb, 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 carb. That all turns to sugar the minute you bite into it, and that is so deadly for poundage. Don't beat yourself up. Just get the mesh tummy control and know that that interior, and I think this is probably the only time this year that we'll even be able to show this jean.
We've already checked into it.
Because we're already through September.
Out.
We're 11 months out to have it again. If you've never tried SuperStretch, there's a rare treat. You won't even believe it. I still, as a designer,
I can't believe it either.
Every time I put it on,
isn't it delightful?
I think to myself, something's wrong here. What's wrong? I was raised on regular denim. This seems like cheating to me.
Doesn't it?
This seems like, can it really be that I can get my sexy back and be this unbelievably comfortable and have it come right back into shape? Yes.
That's SuperStretch.
Long combed cotton, much softer than the regular cotton that's used in most denim. Rayon, which is the equivalent in hand feel of silk, but a natural fiber.
Excuse me, 30,000 just spoken for. Stay with us. We've got petite, tall, and average. You need to get a hold of us immediately. You've
got that inside mesh panel, which is 85% nylon with stretch and feels like silk, and 15% spandex. So you've got forgiveness, you've got mild control. You're not paying a dime extra for it. If we were giving a gift with purchase, anything from a cute keychain to whatever, you'd say, wow, I love that. I got something extra. Guess what? You got something a lot more expensive extra in this jean, because I think HSN, oh, thank you so much, HSN, was so smart and so incredible to say, you know what? We would love so many women in America to feel better about themselves, create a new you in January while you're exercising, while you're trying to diet. And by the way, one of the most destructive eating days is tomorrow. This becomes your fail-safe. Trust me, it will be the best fashion purchase you've ever made. It will be an investment garment that lasts a decade and longer.
Agreed.
And you will say to yourself, and I've had this happen with customers actually a little bit perturbed with me. Why? They said, Diane, this changed my life. Why didn't you come out with it sooner? I didn't come out with it sooner because they didn't invent it until last year. So we barely had it for a year. It has the most 5-star reviews of any apparel item in the history of tele-retailing, and there's a reason why you people love it so much, and so do I. And I have to be perfectly honest with you, it becomes my go-to every time, because you know what? It's forgiveness in a pant leg.
That's right.
You always know it's never going to bark back at you. You shouldn't have had so much salt last night.
No shame.
What were you doing eating that macaroni? Oh my gosh, how come you had 2 hamburgers, not 1? This is a jean that loves you no matter what shape you are, no matter what decade you're walking in. And that leads me to another point.
Okay.
We position our jeans, not for a teenager, because the only other place you can get SuperStretch is in a giant department store in the junior department, like they really need it. We position it for the 30-plus woman. Maybe you're 30, 35, you've had a couple of kids. Maybe not. Maybe you've just enjoyed a few decades, multiple decades, and you're saying to yourself, what happened to my body? Nothing. Mother Nature just did what she always does. She put a little weight around the middle. So instead of a 27.5-inch waist, which is what you're used to with no stretch, from a category killer store that does denim and really focuses on 20-year-olds, we give you a 31.5-inch waist. And then again, we give you up to 10 inches of stretch in the waist, up to 15 inches of stretch in the hip. And there's that gorgeous,
look at this
silky panel. If you told me,
and is attached.
Yeah. And the seaming gives you just a little bit of mild control.
See that?
You know what, ladies? It even goes into the pocket bag to hold you in when you have your hand in your pocket. Can you see how sleek that is? And that truly is not really me.
On you, Diane.
This, it looks amazing on you. And honestly,
thank you.
I know you and I always struggle with that jiggle in the middle.
We do.
And it just isn't there. The other thing is we beat ourselves up for not having a flat tummy. But I go to doctors all the time, not for medical stuff, but to sit down with them and say, what is it with this middle-aged body and or multiple baby body? And here's the deal. You have in youth, your muscles, your musculature is attached to your bone structure. As you age, it separates, so you're never going to have that totally flat tummy you had when you were 20, which I didn't even have when I was 15. This helps give you that support. And you know what? I love the feeling of this mesh so much. I want my hand in my pocket. I love lingerie, and this honestly feels like an upscale, gorgeous silk undergarment underneath me.
That's a really good observation.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. Here's the thing. We are busy at HSN right now. We want to make sure you're getting this on you, that you're going to be able to have your own testimonials, your own before and afters, and really a lifestyle that Diane provides. Really, she's become this incredible friend to all of us, just because she's her, but also because we rely on Diane to bring us innovations and solutions to what bugs us.
To me, it's all about solution-driven clothing at this point.
And they're looking good.
Fashion, schmashin'.
Yeah.
Fashion's fine, but the truth is, after a certain age, we need garments that help us, not challenge us. I look at some of these trousers and pants and jeans that don't have any spandex in them. I don't get it. Or you put spandex into the jean, but you don't put any stretch into the waist and it's rigid. I can't sign up for that. I need to have a loving garment surrounding my body in every direction, and that's exactly what you get here.
And it's 3 monthly payments of about $16.65. If you love SuperStretch, or you just love Diane Gilman, because we all do, call us. We want to hear from you. If you're ordering the today's special, we would love to hear from you and share that love. It's 1-866-376-8255. And here's the other thing that you need to know. So that's the way to get a hold of us, but also hsn.com. You can order that way through your smartphone and your tablet. And we also want to remind you, if you have that HSN card, it is an extra flex payment. Diane,
so
under $13 to get it home.
Flex payments. You know something? For anybody who has SuperStretch, this is such a present from us to you. Not only the SuperStretch, but also that control panel. And by the way, ladies, we would love to hear from you this morning. If you've got a DG2 story, if you have any kind of questions about this, if you have never bought SuperStretch, we'd love to walk you through it, because honestly, when I saw SuperStretch to begin with, there were two qualities of it. One was okay, it was pretty great. The other one was amazing. but too expensive. Guess what? I got the one that was amazing and too expensive, but I got it down to a price that just made sense for all of us. $49 and change is what we always put out a regular skinny or boot cut for. How did we manage to add the power mesh, which is, believe me, 15% spandex in a fabric is a fortune. And then put the stitching through it, and then attach it not only to the front fly, but also to the pocket bag. This will become a feature that you will want in every jean you're ever ordering, without a doubt.
Without a doubt. Try them for yourself. We have average, petite, and tall. We are suggesting you go down a size into that dream size. And Margaret's in North Carolina. Hi, Margaret.
Hi, Margaret. You got this gorgeous shade of ivory.
Yes, I did.
Oh, it's so beautiful in person. It is an ivory with a purity to it. They're so yellow, and these wash like a dream. And then, of course, we put that pure ivory tummy panel in. Now, let me ask you, have you had SuperStretch before?
I've had other people's SuperStretch, but I've used your product. And I think your product is wonderful. Your jeans and your slacks, they fit me perfectly. I've never seen anything like that. I have a problem finding clothes because I'm short, and I'm
So you're getting the petite. You're getting a fabric that is revolutionary. Nobody else has SuperStretch. So whatever you've gotten from other people, it's not the same, and you're getting a rare experience, because once you get into these jeans, you will never want to wear anybody else's jeans. They truly are a miracle in a pant leg.
Margaret, it's great to hear from you this morning. Thank you so much for calling. Bye-bye.
You.
Hey, listen, the momentum is huge right now at HSN. Margaret, thank you so much for talking about how you're on the petite side. We've got average, petite, and tall. Everybody covered.
So if you're 5'4" and under, you're petite. 5'4" to 5'9". I'm 5'7". On a good day, you're an average. 5'9" or over, you're a tall. That means no tailoring.
Right.
And then again, we almost want to call this the yoga jean, because it's a jean you could do yoga in.
You absolutely
could. This is a jean where, honestly, even with that tummy control panel, you will come home, sit cross-legged on the sofa, be eating a plate of whatever, not feeling guilty, because you will have gotten 15 to 20 compliments a day. Everybody kept saying to me in the hallway, "You look so thin, you look so thin, you look so thin." I actually got into an argument with my brand manager because I said, "I'm telling you, I've gained 7 or 8 pounds." "No, you haven't. You've lost it." I said, "No, it isn't physically possible." But with this jean, you not only get the softness and forgiveness, you get that mild, and we say mild, control. Do you still see there's so much stretch through this?
To me, this is the sweet spot. You found that perfect bullseye.
Yeah.
You really did. It's the combination, I think, everything that you've worked on for so long, and we've got it for you at today's special price. It's a one-day only price, and once these are gone, they're not coming back for at least 11 months.
And, you know,
that hurts me, because I want more, please.
Now that I know that there are fabrics as amazing and advanced as SuperStretch, and then you can add that panel in there, and we can do it as a gift to you because there's no extra cost. That may just be the first introductory offer of this. It is definitely a launch. It has never been seen before, but I am predicting this is going to become a favorite. We're not talking about looking like you took 20 pounds off. You know, I was saying that I went to a party the other night at the Italian embassy, and I was wearing a dress.
Glam.
Well, I had on control pantyhose underneath. That was torture enough. But that created muffin spill. So then I had to wear this control slip on top of it that I was like, took forever just to get into it. Do you know, I couldn't breathe. They had this gorgeous sit-down dinner. I just said to my date, "I can't eat. I can't eat in this outfit. I've got to go.
Oh, what a shame.
Yeah, well, you know what? Considering everything I've eaten over the last few months, not such a shame. But the truth is, shouldn't you enjoy yourself? And shouldn't a jean be lifestyle dressing for you? And that is exactly what this is. Now, there's other jeans out, 2 other jeans out on the market. One at $110, one at $120, another one actually at $170. They've all got a form of panel. The one at $120 and the one at $170 just take bare canvas with no spandex and put it across and put no stretch in the waist.
That just doesn't seem... Okay,
none
Diane's
of them are in
right.
SuperStretch.
Diana's doing it right. Today you're getting these as a launch. We've never done it before. It has been in the works, but here it finally is. This is the day we've been waiting for. It's 3 monthly payments of under $17 a month. Use your HSN card. Put that buying power to use for you at under $13 a month. Diane, we're having people ask about colors. By the way, 33,000 have already been ordered since midnight, and obviously at this rate we can't do that all day, all night. Plus, it's only a one-day buy.
Well, actually, because of how long it took to find the mesh and really secure it correctly, because it's secured at the side seam, at the pocket bag, and at the front fly, where we usually bring in 120,000 to 150,000. Today, we literally brought in 75,000. And so it's almost half the normal quantity, and we're almost halfway through it at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard, Western time, Pacific time. So I think a lot of you are saying to yourself, yeah, I see that exercise equipment. Yeah, I see those diet plans. Yeah, I'm going to do it. But gosh, I'm feeling so uggy about myself right now. Here's the deal, and it was funny because I went back to, I was at the hotel room last night after our launch, and everyone's saying, you look so slim, you look so slim. I took these jeans off, and I looked at myself in the bathroom mirror, and I thought, can I take my makeup on with the lights out?
Oh,
because I don't want to look at this. That's how much this jean does for you. If you have a problem, high hip or low hip, it sleeks you out. If you have a problem, tummy, waist, midriff, you will never get muffin spill, which is why I'm wearing. I know Siobhan has worked with me for years. I have never worn a garment this form-fitting or revealing on air without putting a big scarf on to hide this whole part of my body. But I'm here in front of you today telling you that this is absolutely confidence building, contouring, comforting, controlling with a very mild inside mesh. And that mesh, if we could just give it to you, that is our gift for you, because you are not paying one dime extra, and we are putting it into our superhero SuperStretch fabric.
And today only, it's $49.95.
So what I would do, because this isn't going to come back for at least 11 months, is I would be buying a foundational color in a dark wash, indigo or black, and then I would go for what I would call one of the evolved, non-fashion but basic colors that you may have seen and said to yourself, I don't know, I'm not really comfortable wearing an ivory jean or a light khaki jean or a light gray jean, but in the mesh control, where you're getting all that sleekness and flatness and rise to the back, because what flattens your front tummy ever so slightly lifts your derriere ever so slightly optically. Therefore, you are getting the incredible benefit of.
That's why this has had about to hit 34,000 spoken for since midnight. If you're already a DG fan, please.
We'd love to hear from you. We know it's early in the morning for most of you, but I'll tell you what, it's a new year, it's a new you, And this is such an excellent way to express yourself and feel better about yourself. Now, why do we do it as a skinny? For this very reason. Here's a time of year when you need a skinny. You don't want a boot cut that's 1.5 inches to 2.5 inches longer in the side seam, and therefore it's going to drag in the snow. It's going to let moisture up and under your leg. It's going to let that cold wind up. You want to be able to wear an ankle boot, a shearling mid-calf boot, a knee-high boot, a thigh-high boot, and a rain boot, and be able to do it with ease. And that is why the skinny is so absolutely versatile and essential at this time of year. But here's the trick with DG2. You don't have to be skinny to wear our skinny. Just let us make you look skinny. And please trust us when we say, even with a lean silhouette like this, you're going to go down a size.
You do go down a size.
SuperStretch is that forgiving, that pliable, that amazing. And the feel against your skin, you know what? I now have women writing into me and saying, I've got grandkids. I don't want to go to that category killer store and buy my little grandchild a scratchy jean. Can you make baby clothes out of this?
I'm not
That's
surprised.
how soft it is. The answer is no. We don't sell baby clothes on HSN, but oh, baby, are you going to love this?
It's yours for the asking. Do not wait. We are so happy you found us this morning. We have a couple of bonus buys to get to, and we have a lot more coming up from Diane. I want you to know that we have them for you, but that's not going to be the case for long. Here's a quick break. Come back for more DG2.